Carroll, one of Marshall's biggest hitters from 2017 to 2021, has been named the assistant coach for Marshall softball. Want to come here? Hey, I'm actually joined here with athletic director Christian Spears. We're live right now. Yeah, just tell everybody how great it is out here, Christian.
Hey, this is something that you need to come out to.
We saw another familiar face at Pro Day today as well. NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore. He was there to support his little brother, Steven.
How great is it that you did find something like this where you can continue playing baseball but also touch the lives of kids?
It's the best.
I just want to say no one could have predicted that Virginia upset. Just saying that now, okay? My bracket still very much alive, but that one, no. He's headed to the historic bank. Adam Schefter broke the news tonight that Joe Burrow is now the highest paid player in NFL history.
And I'm just so happy for this Hoover community and these Huskies who were state runner-ups last year, by the way, with no football field. So who knows what's going to happen now.
Regional championship play is underway. Cabell Midland here at the reigning Class AAA state champs site, going head-to-head in game one of a best-of-3 series with the winner punching their ticket to next week's state tournament.
Bumped into any of the players that are there for the tournament in the time you've been there today?
Oh, yeah, Mayor. I mean, we got to watch Phil Mickelson play a little bit earlier. And actually, when I was walking down here for my live shot, we ran into Cameron Smith. And, you know, that Australian player, man, I'm a big fan of his. So definitely geeked out a little bit. Saw Brooks play. He's actually coming up on the 18th here in a minute. So just wild seeing all those big names here in West Virginia. Heard that takes down Best Virginia in dominating fashion. 74-60 won the final in the second round of the basketball tournament. It was a messy game, and Heard that just took advantage of the mistakes that Best Virginia made to ultimately walk away with the win. They're now headed to those regional finals and will face sideline cancer on Saturday.
This just in, the Bengals have drafted Miles Murphy, defensive end from Clemson.
All right.
And keep wearing orange.
Keep wearing orange.
Lightning has been striking around the field. I just spoke to athletic director Bruce Sr., who said they're not allowed to come on to the field until 30 minutes after that last lightning strike. So they're going to wait, and then they get an hour and 15 minutes to warm up.
For the first time since WVU announced Josh Eilert would be interim head coach of Mountaineer basketball, we hear from Bob Huggins. Huggins wrote a letter labeled media statement, saying in part that he hasn't been responding to the situation because he's checked himself into a rehabilitation center, but now he's responding. Huggins says in the letter sent out Monday afternoon that he's now obtained counsel to review his employment agreement, and it is now clear that WVU, quote, did not handle the situation appropriately.
Check this out. That's our sports director up there, Cassidy Wood, throwing out the first pitch tonight, the honor, a perfect pitch.
First, of course, our favorite segment, Word of the Week. It was so great being back out there with you guys having fun. Tonight's word was red zone.
Called Word of the Week, where I give you a word, you give me the definition of it, okay? This week's Word of the Week is red zone. Can you tell me what the red zone is? Of the football team? We're live right now on the Elk River as our game of the week this week is the Herbert Hoover Huskies traveling to Winfield. I went to both practices today and talked to both head coaches. This is a highly contested matchup that a lot of our area is really excited for.
The 2023 NFL Draft starts tomorrow, and here behind me, you guys, is actually the draft site down there in downtown Kansas City. You can see they've been setting it up all day today, setting up that stage. It is really an exciting time where college ball players find out what city they'll play for at the next level. And here are some of our local guys to watch out for. So a little bit of a revenge game out here tonight. I'm expecting another good one as Marshall has returned quite a bit of its players.
Hey guys, we're live right now in the Charleston Coliseum as Ripley is taking on the #1 seed North Marion in this Class AAA semifinal game, and this has been a wild one. The Huskies came out on an 11-0 run and ended that first quarter up 18-4. The full court press just really hurting Ripley, but then something happened in that second quarter. Ripley hit a basket, then got a steal, took it down for a score, and then hit a three-pointer and went into halftime up 1. Thundering Herd has been a force to reckon with all season long, finishing that regular season 15-2, then sweeping the conference honors. Matthew Bell collecting Offensive Player of the Year, Dugan collecting Defensive Player of the Year, and Perota collecting Goalkeeper of the Year. So this Marshall team has been in the top 10 pretty much all season long. among nationally ranked in the United Soccer Coaches poll, but now confirming that spot at number 1. We also have a big battle up north as WVU takes on South Carolina, so there is a potential path to have WVU and Marshall going head-to-head in the conference championship game on Sunday.
Tyson Bagent grew up in Martinsburg, then played at the Division II level for Shepherd University up in the Eastern Panhandle. Pat, you mentioned tonight the Bears take on the Vikings in Monday Night Football. This will be the second time these two teams go head-to-head this season. The last time was on October 15th when Bears starting quarterback Justin Fields dislocated his thumb, so Bagent entered the game in the third quarter. He then got his first official NFL start against the Raiders that following week and won the game 30-12. He then stayed the starting quarterback for the next 3 games, finishing 2-2 during that stretch. He beat the Raiders and the Panthers and dropped games to the Chargers and the Saints. Bagent is just the 4th Division II quarterback to start in the pros in the past 20 years and the first in over a decade. He's also the first West Virginia-born quarterback to win an NFL game since Joe Gilliam did it in 1974. Bagent says growing up in West Virginia and playing at Shepherd helped create a foundation for success in the NFL because of the people around him and their influence on the work ethic he's built.
I just think I had a lot of good people around me, and I was just always obsessed with just workload. So just working my ass off every single day. And then, because, people go to Shepherd every year, but not a lot of people from that level especially make it to the league. So just a high work ethic, I think, thanks to a lot of the people I look up to in my life, and it all worked out, and I was ready to roll.
A tough loss tonight for Huff's Herd. Marshall football came down here to Raleigh to face ACC foe NC State and came up short tonight. The final 48-41. The Herd is now 4-1 and will roll on to conference play. Now this one was a total shootout from beginning to end. On NC State's first drive of the game, they got picked off. Cabell Midland's J.J. Roberts on that interception.
The Detroit Lions, you guys, take down the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs, by 1 point.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, fine. All right.
We're
I didn't think I was going to make it through that game.
Hey guys, we're here in Huntington from the Cam Henderson Center where the Marshall women's basketball team just took down Salem big. The final score 115-56. This one a statement win for the Herd, who is now sitting at 500 at 4-4. Marshall came out on a roll, going on a 10-2 run fast. A steal and a score here by Cece Mays. Then a toss out to Logan High's Peyton Ilderton in the corner. She nails the 3. Marshall took a 20-12 lead after 1. Abby Beeman with a jumper here in the second to give Marshall a 20-point lead. She finished with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists. Hey, back here in Hurricane, check it out, guys. The stands are already filling. I'll toss it back to the desk. Great night for high school football.
It sure is, everybody.
Quarter here, Ashland's LeBryant Schrader fires it over center to Cameron Davis, who turns and has a wide open lane. Tomcats on the board first here, 7-0.
By Dot Hicks Field as Marshall just took down their first top 25 opponent in history here at home at the Dot. They took down number 24 ranked Virginia Tech, the final 2-1, and it was a sort of homecoming for Hurricane High grad Jamie Bailey. Let's hit those highlights so you guys can check out what went down earlier today. Marshall softball entering this one coming off of a series win against James Madison. Virginia Tech entered it after losing a series sweep to number 5 ranked Florida State. This one was a defensive grind for both sides. Autumn Owen with a big hit in the bottom of the first. She scores a 2-run homer, and that would be the only runs for Marshall all game. We're standing on the 17th hole right now. I'm going to step out of the way though, because Brooks Koepka is about to chip, I'm pretty sure. We had a little fiasco, couldn't find a ball for a second, but here he is on the green. Obviously one of the biggest names in golf across the world.
We will have a game recap at 11, and then of course WVU and BYU face each other tomorrow on Fox nationwide because that World Series ended early, so very exciting to watch WVU in prime time. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure to go to WOWKTV.com for all of our tri-state area highlights. I'll see you guys on Monday.